Have you ever wondered if the fire extinguisher in your office was actually inspected on time, or if the technician who serviced your boiler really left a proper record? For years, the answer to questions like that has been buried in messy paperwork. But what if a quick scan of a simple QR code could change everything? Well, today we're going to talk about how this little black and white square is sparking a full-blown revolution in accountability.
All right, so let's jump right in by looking at a challenge that, let's be honest, anyone in the service industry knows all too well: the old, dusty, and totally unreliable world of paper-based records.
If you're running a service business, this is a question you really can't afford to ignore. That pile of paper in the van or in a filing cabinet, it isn't just a hassle, it's a huge potential liability. So where do the biggest risks really lie?
The problems with paper are all too familiar, right? You've got handwriting you can't read, forms that just get lost, or, my personal favorite, a giant coffee stain right over the most important detail. And because there's no central searchable place for all this info, trying to create a clear audit trail is, well, it's basically impossible. This isn't just annoying, it can have serious legal and financial blowback for your business when you need to prove the work was done right.
So, this shift isn't just about some company wanting better tech. It's more like a perfect storm of new rules and new possibilities that are all coming together at once. Let's look at what's really driving this massive move away from paper.
For one, the rules are actually changing. We're seeing new legislation, especially around fire safety in buildings where lots of people live, and it's forcing everyone's hand. You can't just say the work was done anymore. You have to provide solid, verifiable proof.
And to give you a really concrete example, just look at the new fire door regulations. In some buildings, these doors now need 4 inspections every single year, and 2 of those have to have a permanent, verifiable record. That switch from a nice-to-have to a legal must-do, that right there, that's the game changer, pushing the whole industry to find a better way.
So how does a business actually make this leap from paper to pixels? It might sound really complex, but the process is actually surprisingly simple. Let's break it down.
Honestly, going digital is way more straightforward than you might think. It all starts with you teaming up with a software partner who handles all the back-end stuff. Next, you get these really durable, numbered QR code stickers for all your assets. And then finally, your tech on the ground just sticks one onto an item, say a fire door or a boiler, scans it with their app, and boom, its permanent digital record is born, just like that. And this, right here, is where the magic really happens. Each one of those little QR codes acts like a unique digital passport for that specific asset. Every single service event, from an inspection to a repair, including photos and notes from the technician, it's all logged in one secure spot, creating this complete history that's forever linked to that physical object. One of the coolest parts of this whole system is the built-in security. So if a random member of the public scans one of these QR codes with their regular phone camera, all they're going to see is a generic ID number. That's it. But when an authorized technician scans that same code with their special app, it unlocks the asset's full digital passport. We're talking the entire service history, location data, photos, everything. Okay, so what are the real, tangible benefits here for a service business? It really all boils down to 3 key advantages, and we're going to call it the A.A.R advantage. First up is accountability. I mean, total accountability. Say goodbye to the days of digging through a mountain of paper to figure out who serviced what and when. With a digital system, every single action is logged with a time, date, and user stamp in a central database. It creates an undeniable audit trail. The blame game? It's over.
Second, we're talking about pinpoint accuracy. When an engineer scans a QR code on a boiler in Flat 3B, there is zero ambiguity. They are looking at the record for that exact boiler. You can't mix up floors, you can't mix up assets. You're guaranteeing the right work gets done on the right equipment every single time.
And finally, there's reliability. A digital system like this creates a rock-solid standardized process that everyone on your team can follow. This builds incredible consistency, and it makes it super easy for a new technician to get up to speed fast and perform like a seasoned pro from day one.
There's a quote from an industry expert that just absolutely nails it. They said this system takes out the equation of human error. And really, that's what happens when you combine that level of accountability, accuracy, and reliability.
And hey, while we've been talking a lot about fire doors, mainly because that's where the big legal push is coming from, this whole digital passport idea goes way, way beyond that. In fact, you can use it for pretty much any asset that needs regular servicing. I mean, the potential here is huge. Just think about it.
PAT testing for all your electricals, annual boiler services, AC units, heck, even those fire extinguishers that right now just have a tiny handwritten tag on them. Basically, any asset that needs to be tracked, inspected, or maintained is a perfect candidate for this system.
So what's really fascinating about this whole shift is who's driving it. It's not just the tech-savvy service companies trying to be more efficient. The real push is now coming from the clients themselves.
See, it's a two-way system. The property owners, the housing associations, the office managers, the school administrators, they get their own dashboard. They can literally log in and see a real-time, completely transparent view of the status of all their assets. The information is right at their fingertips, not buried in some filing cabinet somewhere.
And this quote shows just how fundamental this change is. You have property owners, the big clients, who are now saying to their inspection companies, hey, we want you to use QR codes. They are demanding this new level of transparency. This isn't just a cool tool anymore. It's quickly becoming a client expectation.
Which really leaves us with one final and pretty important question. This technology is quickly moving from being a competitive advantage to being the industry standard. So the real question is no longer if this change is coming, but whether your business is ready to meet it.